There is actually, there's an ETF for anything, but there's an exchange-traded fund called CLIX, C-L-I-X, which is long online retailers and short brick-and-mortar retailers. It's up 1.9% today. Is it as simple as that? I mean, that the market is making this into essentially the win for digital only, or is it a more subtle picture?
No, I think the year has been difficult, but a win for digital, and not just only, but certainly that's where the action has been. And I think obviously the coronavirus has pushed that, and we've seen that happen. And certainly as holiday has come up, we've seen a lot of Black Friday turn into Cyber Week, turn into Cyber Month, and there's been this huge push online. I mean, I think digital sales are at 45%, something close to that this year, and so I think those are going to be the big winners this year. And I think that story is going to continue to play out over the holiday season as people are more comfortable and feel safer sitting at line and shopping from their home. So those businesses, with a strong digital presence, even retailers like us, we're 90% online. They're coming out with, big discounts. They're moving their market share online. And we think that's going to lead to a really good holiday season.
One perhaps way that it's not as difficult as it otherwise might be for traditional retailers is the spending pie seems to be reasonably big. You have this, excess savings, so-called, from back in the stimulus days and foregone spending, up to $1 trillion by some measures. So what do you think about overall spending volumes? What's it looking like right now, and how is it pacing through the end of the year?
Yeah, I mean, we feel good about it, and we've already seen it. We were up sort of 20% going into the month of the holiday season. Today we're 35% off, which is our biggest discount of the year. So we expect this to be the start of a really big Black Friday, and I think we're positive for a few reasons. One, obviously the market's up. There's some good indicators. Savings, as you mentioned, is high. People are encouraged about vaccine news. But to your point, I think this year is going to be different from past because this is going to be the holiday of stuff. A number of people have mentioned this, but typically we've been fighting in retail to move towards experiences and less money going to goods and hard goods and clothing and things along those lines. I think consumer spending was up on goods 7.5% up to September. That's a really big push. So I think if you're online, you're really ready to capture that, which is great. And I think the key is, do you have what retailers are looking for? What customers are looking for online? And I think in the apparel world for us, that has been sort of comfortable, cozy clothing. We try to make shirts that fit better, feel better, and last longer than anything else in the closet. Our dress shirt business is down, but it's been the year so far of sweaters and flannel shirts and outerwear and boots. So Dad might not get a dress shirt and a tie underneath the tree this year, but he's probably going to get a really nice flannel shirt, maybe a piece of outerwear, and I think we're prepared, like a lot of clothing retailers, to provide that.
Paul, I'm wondering how quickly you can change your inventory in response to these trends. I mean, how quickly were you able to turn it from dress shirts to the more cozy apparel? And how quickly will you be able to turn back once it looks like people are going back to work and maybe they want to refresh their dress shirt wardrobe?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think in the spring it was challenging. I mean, we were over-indexed on dress shirts. Luckily, the summer came in with short sleeve shirts and polos and things along those lines, where our dress shirt business might have been down 30%. Business of polos and casual shirts was up almost 75%. So that offset. We're a little bit quicker, I think, than your typical retailer. Our design production cycle is a little bit less than 6 months. So we were able to react to the pandemic and really make sure fall had that comfortable casual clothing that people were looking for. And I think that was key. And, we also added a few brands along with our own line to really excite people and complement our collection of clothing. And so the key was being ready for holiday season, which I think we are. And then after that, it's what does the spring look like? We have plenty of dress shirts, and we're looking forward to when people get back in the office and they're going to say, hey, I need to dress up for office wear. I need to dress up for special events. And we think after everybody being cooped up for 11, 12 months at home, that there's going to be a resurgence of that. And we'll be prepared for that.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.